Good people, you know what time it is. It's podcast number 11.
Actually, I don't know if they actually know what time it is.
Well, if you're looking at this on YouTube, Facebook, or what have you, that device that you're watching this on or listening to this on has a time on it, so they know what time it is. Even if they're listening on their phone, the time's on the phone.
But they don't know what time it is right now. They'll know what time it is when they're listening to it.
Shout out to the sponsors, thedrumcoaches.com, DrumTrax app. Download the app for free. Y'all know, like, come on now.
You know what it is.
You've been fooling with us for this long. You ain't got the app. You slacking on your Mackin'.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
So, you read the
hashtag.
Oh God! Don't you start that bull, that nonsense. So you read the title. We're gonna skip the pleasantries and get straight to it, man. This is our New York experiences, our experience, however you wanna.
Yeah, like what was it last week? A week ago, 2 weeks. How long has it been now? It's been like a week or so.
I don't know. We spent the week in New York with our band.
In New York with our band,
Mino Yanci, which is also.
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
I said we skipping all the pleasantries and the semantics. And
I'm not gonna do it. It's cool. It's good. It's good. It's good. We good. We good.
It's in our band.
Right.
It's in the link in the description. Follow our band IG. Actually, before that, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit like on the Facebook. Share the video.
You're just mixing it all up today.
I know. Y'all know it. Look, you got it. We have to say it because people, they don't be doing it.
And there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. It's for notifications. You want to click that so you know every time we upload something because it's gonna be good, right?
I mean, I would say this: they do listen when we say put the hashtag all the way through
because they've been out. We got a few people.
We got a few. We up to 60 now.
You told in the last podcast, I think you said, or 2 podcasts ago, one of them podcasts, I don't know. You said something about people over 30 not watching, and the dude put in there, I'm over 30, hashtag all the way through. Shout out to you, fam. I don't remember your comment name, but you're important and special to us at the end of the day.
You feel me? Like they all are, man. Like y'all watch it. It means a lot to us because, we don't do this for a whole lot of money. We ain't getting paid for this. We do this for you. And when you show us that you're watching and you're paying attention, we just gonna keep doing it.
Yup.
Period.
Real talk.
Just cause. Because the app is free, when it shouldn't be, but we allow it to be.
First of all, I need you to calm down. It's okay. Like I don't know what happened before you walked in the door.
Why did you turn it to a straight therapist? It's okay.
Because you got to. Like I don't know what you experienced before you walked in the door, but this is a safe place.
This is a safe haven.
This is a happy place.
There's no judgment here. We don't judge you here.
Right.
All right. So we was in New York for a week with our band, but we also played with the homies. Soul Development, SOL Development. There's not enough darkness in the world
to put out the light
of just one candle.
Listen,
for the people, yeah. That's an inside joke.
It's an inside joke. They're probably gonna watch the podcast and laugh. But anyway, this their Soul Development is a hip hop band, hip hop soul band. Mino Yanci plays with them. And it's cool because we also a lot of times get to do our own set as well. And it works out pretty cool. And that's what happened in New York. So we went to New York because Soul Development actually had a promo week and they did a bunch of stuff. We were at The Root, OK Player. We did a show at the Rockwood Music Hall in Manhattan. We did a show at Hybrid in Brooklyn. What else did we do?
We did Soul in the Horn, and also
Soul in the Horn. That's definitely Brooklyn, true. Right? In Brooklyn, they said it was the far end of Brooklyn, but it was Brooklyn. And at that event, we all got to meet Sway from Sway in the Morning, and Robert Glasper was in the building as well. And we got to meet him, so that was pretty cool. It was a dope trip. But before we get into like the music, I gotta ask a question about New York. Any of you guys from New York have been to New York? I've heard.
Here we go.
I've heard that.
Listen, he's basically what he's getting at. New York is a legend. That's what he's about to get at.
No. Listen, I've heard that the pizza in New York is legendary.
Legendary.
That's what I heard.
So y'all know where he's going with this.
However, my experience was a little different. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And for all of you who think that I won't speak my mind about things that have my opinion, and because I'm too politically correct, the New York pizza that I had was trash. I'm telling you right now.
It was legendary.
No, I said I heard
it was legendary.
That it was legendary.
Okay.
Listen,
right. Okay.
But when my experience was different. When I had the pizza there, I was like, yo, I don't know if New York pizza places don't believe in pizza sauce. But it wasn't pizza. It was cheese toast with pepperoni on it. I promise you. That's what they were out there selling. I'm like, people are paying money for this? The only reason that it had any type of moistness was from the oil from the cheese. That was it. And I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm asking people everywhere that I go, every place that we get to. I'm like, yo, is there any good pizza here in New York? And they be like, we met a guy after a show. Yeah, they be like, you're in Manhattan. You're not going to get any good pizza there. You got to go to Staten Island. Somebody say, you got to go to Brooklyn for pizza. And I'm like, I'd never heard of Brooklyn for pizza. But okay, then you have a slice of pizza and you're just like, yo, this is trash too. Who made you? I don't understand.
Said cheese toast with pepperoni.
That's what it was, bro. It didn't have no sauce. There was no sauce. Who does that? Who makes pizza with no sauce? Yo, listen, if you're from New York and you are watching this podcast, please leave a comment in the comment section of wherever you're watching this to let us know next time we go to New York where we can find some good pizza.
We're trying to go
or am I gullible? Am I naive for believing that New York had good pizza? Because my experience tells me that it was trash. Bro, it wasn't just.
What does your experience tell you about Michael Jackson singing?
He is a legend. Like, what are you talking about? How do you even? We're talking about pizza here, and you're talking about legends.
Because I don't even the comment section has asked you several times, and you
I've
don't
answered them.
Yes or no. Do you think Michael Jackson can sing?
It's simple.
Exactly. It's simple. It's yes.
It's
or
really,
no.
No, listen.
you are stating a truth that has nothing to do with the question that I asked.
Okay, so I guess you have to boil down to.
You still didn't answer the question.
This is the part. No, I am answering the question, but this is the part that gets people confused. Michael Jackson is a legend. And if you have to ask yourself, what is a legend to you?
You have to answer the question.
You have to ask yourself, what is a legend to you? Can a legend sing? A legend is good at something. A legend is legendary for a reason. If I have to explain any further beyond the fact that Michael Jackson is a legend, then I feel like
the fact that you just gave a long soliloquy to my answer.
What are you talking about?
That you think his singing is as good as the New York pizza?
No, the New York pizza is trash.
Bro, you think? Okay, so when he was on the movie This Is It, and they was doing that run back and forth with old girl, or she was doing all the runs, and he ran. You know, they was like a little competition joint. If those of you who haven't seen the movie, go check out the movie This Is It. What did you think of his runs?
I felt like that to me.
What did you think? Not what you feel.
To me, this is like.
What did you think?
This is not even a fair question, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
This is like comparing. This is like talking about Michael Jordan and only bringing up his days as a Washington Wizard. Like that is that you.
They went to the playoffs. He carried them.
Okay, they were going on a world tour. He was carrying them. So what I'm saying is that you can't.
But Jordan still put up numbers though.
Yeah, but and so Michael Jackson didn't have numbers showing up to his show?
No, I'm talking about Jordan's ability. His ability
to contribute to the team, and the goal was to win a game.
But you just said Michael bringing people to the show. Jordan brought people to the arena.
Okay, they're legends, but we're not gonna just sit here and talk about his days as a Washington Wizard.
Two different comparisons.
No, nobody even talks. Listen,
so
Skip Bayless himself.
Wow.
Doesn't even talk about his days as a Washington Wizard. It's Michael Jordan is a legendary Chicago Bull, and it doesn't matter if he played for the Washington Wizards. You can't do this with Michael Jackson. Listen.
What do you think of Michael Jackson singing in the 80s?
Legendary. Listen, he had some dopes. He had some of my favorite songs that he made was in the 80s.
Michael Jackson, as y'all know.
That's not true. I've never said that one time.
Stevie Wonder, Mary J. Blige, Lufa, and he hates New York pizza.
I've said
you hate New York pizza. You just said
I hate the New York pizza that I had. I am actually wondering.
Had like 5 different ones.
I still have hope that there is some place in New York that is better than Round Table Pizza in Sacramento. But
we're going back to New York next month. So y'all got to put something.
I don't know if we're all going back. We may be going back. Well, that's
it's up for debate.
It's up. Yeah, it's up in the air.
It's in negotiations. But if we go back, leave something in the comment section somewhere, letting us know the exact name of the place and where it's located.
And we'll give you our honest critique of this pizza place because, I don't know what I'm sitting there.
I thought it was fine, bro. I mean, it was pizza.
No, I took that pizza and I said, this is y'all acting totally different.
We showed up to one pizza spot. He looked at the pizza and said, I'm not buying it.
Why would I spend my money on cheese toast with pepperoni? It said pizza, and they're obviously not serving pizza. This is obviously cheese toast with a bunch of toppings.
I don't even know where to go from there.
Listen, I did. I left. You guys stayed. I don't know why.
Okay, let's get to the music part, bro. God dog it. What did you think of the music scene? Oh, no, never mind. I'm not going to ask you.
Why?
So we got a chance to not only play, but we got a chance to go check out the New York jazz scene.
Well, I can't even say we really had a chance to fully check it out. We only saw 2 spots. 2 spots to go that we went to. We didn't get to the Village Vanguard like we wanted to. We didn't get to, I think it was Lil Joe's and a couple other spots we didn't get to. But we did get to Smalls. And what was the name of the place across the street from Smalls? Because when you pay to get into Smalls, you also can get in.
I forget.
Started with an M, like Mez something.
Y'all know what it is from New York cats. They know.
You go downstairs into the UWAP and you good.
One place was packed. One place wasn't so much. And
but they both had very good musicians in there. What?
PC correct. What did you really think?
I really thought, like, honestly, honest to God, I'm just flat out to the honest to God truth.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to not telling the truth?
I don't think you get on here. Okay. I don't think the people think you get on here to lie.
I don't get on here to lie, but you make it seem that way.
No, what you do is you say, I'm going to tell the God honest truth so that people don't get offended about what you're about to say.
No, I'm not finna say
look, I'm going to just keep it all the way 100. Anytime someone starts with that, it's usually some negativity followed right after. You know that.
Well, let's just see what happens.
It's like say, hey, with all due respect, you know what happens right after that. Like, bro, there's nothing respectful that's about to come out of your mouth at all. But go ahead. Keep God honest truth.
Yeah, when I walked into, first of all, I was extremely impressed with how many people were at the jazz jam session, because in our area, it's not like that, right? But then again, this is New York, so I guess that should have been expected. However, the jam session didn't start till 1 a.m. on Thursday. Or was it Wednesday? Was it Wednesday or was it Thursday? It was Thursday. Thursday night.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Brody.
So we went in there and it was jam packed. Like once you walk down the steps and then you walk down a few more steps and you're there was no room to move around. Like people were literally breathing on each other's necks. And they had bands, according to the schedule, you had bands performing starting at like 5 o'clock in the evening, and their band do a 2-hour set, another band do a 2-hour set, another band do a 2-hour set. I think the last band's 2-hour set was from 10 to midnight, and some really good musicians in there. And I saw people from all ages, and they were playing jazz, and it was a style. It was like an older era of jazz, but it was really like one of the things that they were playing standards, and they were playing their knowledge of standards was beyond me. Like I was just in there like, yo, I could play this stuff if I knew the song, right?
I just don't know none of it.
I just don't, like there's a couple standards that they played that I knew, and there's some standards that they played. I was like, yo, I've never heard of this song. I never knew this song even existed, and there were some guys in there doing their thing. And then at midnight they had another, because I thought the jam started at midnight, but it was a band that actually was playing an hour set before the jam started at 1 a.m. And it was dope, man. Honestly, I feel like the vibe was dope. I feel like if you're in there for a long time, because we were there in and out for like 2 to 3 hours, and it was, we got tired, got a little sleepy, and
everybody was awake but you.
You say what?
You was the only one that was sleepy.
What are you talking about?
Brody, the music put you to sleep. Tell the truth, man.
No, the music was dope. The
music put him to sleep. Like it was when we went to LA and you was at the Federal and you was asleep in the back during the music.
Oh, that's different. the Federal situation was different.
Bro, he was asleep in the back of the music juke joint. Okay?
No, I wasn't. I was standing up. How could I have been asleep?
At the Federal in LA.
At the Federal in North Hollywood for sure. I was.
Now this one, he was just in and out of sleep. So he was, dozing off and waking up.
Well, only when they played like ballads, because when they played the ballads,
come on, Roy Hargrove showed up, man.
He did, and he was doing his thing. He was killing. Actually, I can't.
And you left in the middle of his set.
What was dumb late, bro? We had to get back. We had to.
No, we did have. We had to. Why did you leave early?
You say what? First of all, why did you leave early?
Brody, I had to ride with y'all. Y'all called the Uber. That was my ride. Y'all was my ride.
So if I jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge, you gonna jump off the Brooklyn Bridge too? Is that what you saying?
I almost cussed, family.
Is that what you saying?
I almost came outside of my religion.
Is that what you saying?
Brody, no. What I'm saying is...
See? Y'all ate pizza. I didn't eat the pizza.
What I'm saying is we had
one
form of transportation.
You're a follower.
And if... no. It was majority rules. If 3 people hop in the transportation... the 4th one has to go.
No, yeah, we had been there for a while. We had been to a couple different jazz clubs. We had walked around. It was cool. We weren't going to actually try to sit in because they were calling out stuff that I had no idea what
I haven't heard half of those songs.
Right, and some of the stuff I heard, it was cool. And there was a couple out of all the stuff, because jazz after a while, if you listen to it a lot, if you have listened to a lot of jazz, especially older stuff, the progressions become very, very similar and songs sound similar, and the musicians just get up and they have the formats. We play the head, maybe the B section, and you go back to the head and everybody takes solos, and you know that their solo's over because they go to the B section and then they go back to the A section and the next person takes their solo. So it was just a lot of that. And it was, but like I said, even though, and I will say this, I was expecting some of the more forward-thinking jazz, but maybe I just wasn't there on the right night. So it's really hard for me to even come up with a critique or make any type of critique or have a fully formed opinion at all, because I was only at that one place for that one night, and who's to say that that's what happens every night? Who's to say that...
So you hated it?
No, I didn't hate it. I actually enjoyed it.
Okay, so you're lying to the people.
I'm not lying.
Honest truth.
And that is the God's honest truth. I'm not lying to the people. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Shout out to Soul. You know what it is. But for me, I kind of knew what it was going to be. I expected it to be that. I expected it to be a lot of standards, because when you hear jazz, a lot of modern day jazz people are just playing the old school standards. A lot of when you go to jazz jam sessions, that's what they're doing. They do it here too in this city. It's just like he said. There's not as many people that show up, but when you say jazz jam session, it's like, hey, they call it standard. Some people actually showed up out where we're from. They show up with charts, which is like, hey, we just gonna flip through the charts.
They didn't even have charts. They were just like, we just know it.
We just know all of it.
They didn't even call out a key. They just threw the name of the song out there and started.
Not the place that wasn't packed.
They did throw out keys.
They did throw out the key. He said, I want to do this song. Piano player was like, okay, what key? He's like, F. Piano player took a quick second, looked like as if he was visualizing what the song would, how he's supposed to move his chords in F.
Right.
Took a quick second and goes, okay, all right, let's do it. And then they just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he started playing.
But the drummer, though, only had a snare.
On that second place.
Absolutely. At the second place.
And he was killing on the solo.
Snare and brushes, and it was fire.
Just a snare.
I was looking at STIXX like, bro, you gonna let him eat you like that?
You gonna let this cat show you up? Okay, all right.
He ain't even got a kit.
He don't even got sticks.
He just got a snare
and two brushes.
You ain't even played and you look bad.
Hey, bro, shut up. Well, that's pretty much it for our experiences, man. We're not gonna bore you with any more details other than the heat wave, and we had no AC.
Oh my gosh!
In our Airbnb. Other than that, it was a great experience. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, I actually liked New York. I actually thought it was cool. Downtown New York, the Manhattan areas that we were in reminded me a lot of downtown San Francisco. But the other parts, like when we were in Brooklyn and stuff like that, which is where we stayed the majority of the time, that didn't remind me of anything in California. But it was dope. All the the bodegas. We call those liquor stores or corner stores. Where we come from, they just don't sell hot food.
They don't cook food.
They don't cook food. Like the fact that you could buy a Philly cheesesteak, get chicken over rice, and
breakfast full on.
Yeah, eggs and potatoes and all of that at the corner store is beyond me.
For a low price too.
Right, which made me like a little leery about it, because out here if a corner store is selling hot food, you're already like,
nope.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nope.
I'm not
touching it.
It's cool.
I'm not touching it.
So,
I'm not touching
but the fact that every single store, corner store in Brooklyn, and they all weren't on the corner. They were like, they'd just be on the street. And there'd be like 3 or 4 of them, and that's just how it went down. Funny story, real quick though. Maybe not so funny, but there was me and the guitar player was walking down the street, and we came across a grocery store. This was on Broadway in Brooklyn. In Bushwick, and there was a store that had produce and everything. It wasn't like a supermarket, but it was like a corner store. But for some reason, they sold everything, and they had their produce sitting outside. And so there was a homeless guy who was asking us for some change or whatever. We gave him some money. But the thought that I was thinking in my mind, what I was wondering is if I'm like, I'm gonna give you this change, but there's a whole bunch of apples and oranges and watermelon and grapes. If you don't grab one of these and get on up the street, brother, like I'm gonna give you this couple dollars I got in my pocket.
Maybe he's an honest human being. He doesn't want to steal.
First of all, I don't think he honestly wanted the $2 for food. Because he had food right here.
So maybe he was going to pay for it once you guys left.
Maybe he did.
See?
But if I was homeless,
come on, Brody,
and I was standing outside of a grocery store asking for money with produce all around me and no one else, I'm gonna eat an apple, bro. I'm just like, what I'm gonna do? Just not eat?
It's because you're not saved. You need to rededicate your life to the law.
Well, pray for me.
When's the last time you've been baptized?
I don't know how many people get baptized several times, but
he's never been baptized. So you ain't getting in, brother.
Right? Says okay. Sure.
Well, he was baptized as a kid, but he wasn't fully submerged in the water. So you know,
because you was there, right,
Brody?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if you wasn't all the way under, it don't count. So it's all good, Brody.
Anyways, yo, that was New York. We had a good time. We hope to go back and follow, but you got to follow our Instagram, our band Instagram, Mino Yanci, MinoYanci, because we're posting, clips of when we were in New York, and not just performing, but like little mini documentaries of what we did, restaurants we went to, and things of that nature. We just kind of getting it in. So follow the journey, man.
Follow us, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, Brody.
And if you have any questions that you want to ask us about anything about this podcast or our experience in New York, or anything you'd want to know about traveling as a musician, go ahead and put it in the comments.
We're not going to comment back because since y'all been showing love and putting a whole bunch of comments, it's just too hard to comment back for everybody.
I'm going to try, though. He just gives up on things in life. That's his problem. I've been trying to help him with giving up.
I'll mention it in the podcast.
Listen, he gave up.
I don't want to leave nobody out. That's why. I be forgetting people, and then they're like, bro, you didn't answer mine.
So like, instead of trying, he just quits. You know, I mean, I understand there's two
philosophies. That's it for this podcast, good people. Peace.
All right, fam. Peace.